welcome. Glad you are here. Welcome to the Eric Zane Show podcast, a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures from this makeshift studio. I think the advice was, Eric, turn the studio around so you're facing the door. And I'm like, that's a great idea. I think I actually did do that once. Have I done it? Of course not. If it involves any degree of work, it's usually tough for me to pull it off. Ashley here says, I have all great ideas. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know if we can go that far. Say, all of your ideas are great. Welcome to you. The fraudulent fat fucks page is still active. And one thing stood out to me that was a little strange. Your old pal EZ, known for too much information. But I don't know. When it comes from the other side, from audience members, too much information, it kind of fries my brain a little. First of all, I want to see how everybody's doing. As you know, as a group, we're trying to lose weight. Hold up. O'Neill, what are you doing? Hold on a second. I don't trust him. He's on the move. It's never good when the dog is on the move. Some suggestions. Hey, easy. If you turn it around, if you turn the camera around, the sun will be in the camera instead of his face. Yeah, no, I can manage. There's a way I can position it where it won't be affected at all. I think we'll be okay. I know it's time to clean this room though, because it's starting to stink. And when that happens, it's like, okay, it just smells like a state park. From time to time, I'll walk in here and I'll be like, it's too much dog. The dog fur accumulates in piles, kind of like when you see stereotypical Hollywood Wild West town with the tumbleweeds blowing through the street. It's like dog balls of hair. I'm not even kidding you. Watch. They accumulate against pieces of furniture. This is what I'm talking about. This pile of hair is everywhere. And when you get enough dog hair and dog dander, it just starts to stink like shit. Pretty horrible. I need to put some time into this place and frickin' clean it. But one thing I am trying to do is take care of myself with my trying to just drop some weight. I just, for me, the big thing is not getting diabetes. And so look at all these fantastic people that are part of this group. I'm not sure if this is all of them, but everybody here is being supportive. And one in particular is offering up too much information. Amanda was the first post on the group. It says top contributor. She here is a spreadsheet to get us started. Anyone can change things based on what you think we should add. And that started with name, starting date, starting weight, what program you are using, what apps, just things like that. I'm curious as to how she's doing. Like if we had to weigh in, as I've talked about before, the two ones that need it the most are Amanda and Kenny, who are pretty close to accessing scooters at various Walmarts. Yesterday, Brandis dominated. Look at this. She writes about doing CrossFit, lots of steps. The workout today was a doozy, 10 rounds of 30-second burpees all out, 30 seconds rest, 30-second wall balls all out. 30-second rest. Yeesh, no joke. Okay, so that's fantastic. I mean, she's actually building muscle mass. She's crushing it. Ryan, look at all this. Ryan closes these circles every day, and Ryan's like really tough on himself. Oh my God, I'm not losing any weight. But look, he's down 5.4 pounds since his last recorded measurement on September 8th. That's fantastic. 5.4 in a month? Yeah, dude, that's normal. And he's doing it with his wife, walking with the missus. Oh, yeah. Could even slip a finger in her. I don't know why I said that. Nicholas David. I don't know, Nicholas. I don't think. Okay, fraudsters, no more excuses. My fraudulent activity over the weekend was unacceptable. It's a new week and a new start. Okay, all right. I mean, I get it. You're fired up. Okay? But, I mean, fucking do something. That's like Amanda. She does that shit all the time. Oh, man, I've been eating my ass off, but here's a song. It's going to motivate me. I mean, just, first of all, do it. Get a few days under your belt. Sarah took her dog to the dog park. That's nice. Maureen talks about a couple of days ago. Ryan, it is glucose at 108. Maureen said, I was curious. I went back and looked at my blood work from July. I found out that my glucose level was a 127. She said, my doc never said a word about it. At my checkup, my A1C was a 6.2, which falls in the pre-diabetic range. Clearly, she should have addressed this with me, but no, all she said was, we need to work on getting my blood pressure down. She writes, she's damn lucky I got my shit together and have now lost 25 pounds total. Well, that's going to help you. But I think she's changing docs. You know what? You should have asked that doc first. Say, hey, what about these? Docs are always like, uh-oh, she's doing the home medical things, investing in herself and checking this out. Yeah, you need to call that doc out and see what's up. Mike here with his new set of kicks. The one that I wanted to talk on was Amanda, though, and she may have deleted it. I'm not sure what happened there. Unless I'm just missing it. But Amanda posted one that said, I ate a bunch of garbage and I was shitting all day on the toilet. Well, thank God you were on the toilet. And I'm like, I don't know. If a guy said that, that's one thing. Women aren't supposed to talk that way. It's okay for guys to be disgusting. I don't know if it's okay for women to be disgusting. I know it sounds incredibly sexist and awful, but in my opinion, fucking don't talk to me about you taking a shit. God damn. I don't know where that thing went. Radio Voice Linda says double standard much. Oh, I know it is. But, I mean, it's Amanda. It'd be like you. If you were telling, it so doesn't fit. I don't think Amanda goes out of her way to tell me how much she shits. You guys hear that shit all the time from me. Corey says they better be hot if they are going to talk that way. Otherwise, it's just double disgusting. All right. We have a correction. That was not Amanda. Backpedaling in process. I guess that was Megan who was talking about shitting Is it still up there, Megan? It doesn't matter. It still applies. It's even worse if it's Megan's talking about her shitting all over the place. I can do it. You can't. No. Unacceptable. Okay. If I say it, that's one thing. If Amanda says it, it's like, oh, come on, Amanda. That's fucking gross. But if Megan says it, this is the show mom. The show mom is talking about taking a shit publicly. My world is fucking topsy-turvy. I don't know why I thought that was that was Amanda. Let's see. Where the fuck is it? New posts, and I don't see it. Maybe because I was looking for Amanda. I don't know. Well, either way, I can't fucking find the thing. I don't know. Maybe just a little less Megan shit talk. Speaking of shit, changing topics entirely. Jim Mingo is at it again. Hold on a second. Darla, what are you eating? Palate cleanser. Here's Darla chewing on something. God damn it. Hope she hasn't eaten crap recently. Tyler says, this is our shit insider, Darla. Look at this face. Oh, my God. What did you eat? It smells funny. It doesn't smell like shit, but it smells like a foreign body. She thinks I'm fucking crazy. Oh, I think I know what it is. I know the smell. You ate a stink bug. You ate the one that I flicked off of the owner's manual from the, she actually ate the stink bug. Oh my God. That's not good. Our pal Jamingo is at it again. This is what John did. He posted on Zaniacs United or whatever the fuck it is. Formerly known as Zaniacs United. Castaways United. John writes, typical Eric Zane audience member. The factoids. That's a term I've never heard. And it's a YouTube video. Climate change deniers are so stupid. Okay. Now that's weird because to me, climate change deniers are stupid. So I guess he's suggesting that that's something we would say. God knows what. One person liked it, which I can't speak to that because typically when I post something on Facebook, no one likes it. But one person liked it. Of course, it was Boring Dean. But this is what John thinks of all of you. And some of you actually do listen to his show. So I don't know if he lumps you in with them, but so I decided, hey, it's been long enough. It's time to check in on how John is doing because he no longer has his show on Twitch because they did something that was fucked up and they actually got kicked off of Twitch permanently. So the show can be seen and heard, I guess, on Rumble. And when I last checked, there was 56 followers to that show for their spot on Rumble. And it is still at 56 followers. I'm pretty confident that they are buying views, though, They're like 123 views, but it's going down. They were getting like 300 views a show. Over on Kick, it's a different story. What a success. They were up to 16 followers, and now they're 27 followers on Kick for Jamingo on the Boomer Bunker. But look at this still. Despite the 27 followers, 0 views, 1 view, 2 views, 2 views, and 1 view. So on 5 shows, there's 6 views. That is the worst thing I have ever seen in my life. 5 shows that have been looked at 6 times. Now, that's not like watch the whole show. That's like looked at it, realized how fucking shitty it is, and then shut it down. My God. Yesterday, speaking of other shows, I was on Compound Media. And, by the way, Corey says 1 and 2 views sounds like my channel. Your channel is more interesting than the Boomer Bunker, without a doubt. Corey says John's going to die soon from a heart attack or choking on a Cheeto, so we just got to wait him out. Aram says, let's see. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Hurricane Ashley says, why on my first day back from my protest do I have to remember how much I hate this man? Grr. Oh, yeah, your protest. I didn't even realize that. You've got your, Ashley was butthurt because I had muted her or something like that. And so she disappeared. She told us about that when we were when I called her the other day, and it was hilarious because she's like, "Yeah, did you notice? Did you notice that I wasn't there and I canceled my Patreon?" And I'm like, oh, okay, no, I didn't actually, but okay. Oh, fuck, it backfired. Oh my God. And then yesterday we talked about chili and how much hers was going to taste like shit at the chili cook-off that we haven't yet planned. And now here she is diving in feet first. Oh, I'm here. I'm talk. I'm here to fucking stir things up. Everybody needed to hear from me. Amy says, welcome back from your protest. Amy just finished the Chicago Marathon. Congratulations. Amy welcomes Ashley back. Ashley says, hi, Amy. I love you so much. It makes my heart hurt. You're the only reason why I'm here. Aram says to Hurricane Ashley, hopefully Eric has learned his lesson. Ashley says, uncanny impression. So weird hearing my own voice. Darla wondering what the hell Eric is doing. LOL. Yeah, she thinks I'm nuts. Everybody thinks I'm nuts. Yesterday, it was like I indicated, a super long day of podcasting. I had podcasted so much, done so much talking into a microphone. Roughly 5 hours of the day was talking into a microphone. Culminating with a 2-hour show, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern. The Anthony Cumia show. Anthony recovering from some type of medical procedure. I don't know anything. I just know that his heart was fucked up and now it's better. But he's still in the hospital. So Carl from Who Are These Podcasts got the call and did the show. And then pleasant surprise today, I'm downloading it right now as we speak. E-Rock sent me the video and the audio, and I'm going to post that to Patreon so you can see EZ and Carl. Included in that is the embarrassing moment on the Gulf of Tonkin, which I had no idea what that was, and Carl schooled me. Totally embarrassing. We talked a little bit about Stuttering John and how drunk he is, and lots of sharing of stories between us and having a good time, including some pornography viewing. The guys in the booth, Garrett and Drew, started to there was a discussion about some chick on OnlyFans, and they ended up putting up the video of this chick getting pounded, and thank God E-Rock cut it out. I was uncomfortable. I was very, very uncomfortable. I like sitting around with dudes watching porno. But E-Rock cut it out, so there will be no porno on the Patreon. So I'll post that to Patreon once I am able to do that. And the audio as well for you folks on Patreon, something for you to check out. And I think I owe you a Lost Zane recordings as well there. So welcome in. Plenty to talk about concerning the world. Palestine, I think, against everyone. Is that okay? So now, if you were to look at the long history between Palestine and Israel, I honestly understand why the Palestinians are so fucking pissed. They live in poverty, surrounded by wealth. They have nothing, and it's very difficult to survive and get by on this small strip of land, 2 miles wide, 25 miles long. Yet they're all crammed in there, millions of people. I just don't know if indiscriminately killing anything in your way, children, kids, babies, children and kids are the same thing. Kids, babies, old ladies in wheelchairs, a bunch of women getting raped as they're stolen from that music festival. They will say, the Palestinians will say, well, we have been oppressed for years. And this is what happens when people are oppressed. They get fed up. But, I mean, my God, it's remarkable to me how, for all of these years, if you're the Jews living surrounding this group of people, knowing that one day they might just wake up and say, we're not going to take it anymore, like fucking Dee Snider, wouldn't you put in place some type of dialogue to try to make things a little bit more sensible, to avoid the level of frustration and hatred that the Palestinians have right now? It'd be like if I lived next door just imagine where you live, living right next door on the other side of a fence, an entire population of people who want nothing more than to murder you. Now, we kind of have that here in Ottawa County because you have all the crazy right-wing nuts who want to kill everybody that is gay or a minority. All right? And burn the library. So we have our own little taste of it here with the psychopaths that surround us here. And it's getting there. It's getting there. Not nearly as bad, but more today than it was yesterday. Still, I don't know if the world is getting behind the whole just burst in and start shooting random people. Really, really a horrible thing. Chris in Maine says, are you talking about mediating over a religious war? Well, I can't mediate a religious war. Kyle says, easy, can we watch the show on YouTube or do we need to subscribe to Compound? No, you'll get it on Patreon. Darla losing her shit as I talk about this. What is she doing? She's rubbing her face on the ground. Or on the cushion of the couch. What the fuck? I don't know what my deal is today. This is how they're handling it, the Palestinians and other parts of the world. First clip is from the world-famous Sydney Opera House. A group of Palestinians have gathered. You see the sign there. Israel is a terrorist state. Yeah, so you have one group saying they're terrorists, the other group saying they're terrorists. That's what we're stuck with. The occupation of the land there. Palestinians are like, well, this is ours. This should be ours. Israel says, no, it's ours. This is how they're handling it, though, out in front of the Sydney Opera House. Audio check, video check. They're chanting, gas the Jews. Takbir Allah Akbar. I don't think that means love everyone. Takbir Allah Akbar. Isn't Allah Akbar what they were yelling when they flew the planes into the trade centers? Now they've softened it to fuck the Jews. Now they're going back to gas the Jews. Oh boy. That is fucked up. There's one more I wanted to get to. Let's see, where is it? Okay.
Smiling and I'm happy.
Pro-Palestinian rally again in Australia.
Smiling and I'm happy. I'm elated. It's a day of courage.
This little kid here. What the fuck? A day of courage. They're going in and shooting children. No, so someone needs to bust out a fucking AK-47 and just mow these fuckers down.
It's a day of victory! This is the day we've been waiting for!
All right, somebody needs their ass kicked. I'm sorry. There's no way I could fucking support that. There's assholes. Corey says shit like this is going to make racial profiling and racism towards Arabs worse. You think that they would realize that. At this point, they don't give a shit. And I think it needs to be reciprocated in kind. Corey says you want to act like terrorists, you're going to get treated like terrorists. The world's a scary fucking place. Cole says, has World War III begun? Kyle says, this is why religion is stupid. It needs to be banned from everyone. You know, Kyle, that makes more sense than ever to a lot of people. I don't know if I can get behind that, but I can see why people believe that. I can see why that is a logical response and should not be ridiculed or vilified in any way. How stupid is this? Becca Shea says, how do you kill and rape innocent people in the name of God? Chris in Maine says, don't kill them, round them all up and make them go 12 rounds with Slugger Jew over and over and over. Are you referring to Bear Jew from Inglourious Bastards? Kenny says, nobody cheered around the world after 9/11 except those responsible. I don't understand this at all. My God. Regarding World War III. All right. So right now, you've got two belligerents that the U.S. is fighting against. We're fighting against Russia by proxy. We are fighting against the Arab world by proxy. We've committed sending incredible amount of arms and technological support to Israel. We're even offering fighter jets, which is something we did not do to Ukraine. So the United States is again at war with the Arab world, in my opinion, by proxy. The Arab world will hate the United States more than ever. And you think about the entire Arab world, now that would mean the United States is fighting on two fronts. Some may argue that we should mind our own business. But I don't know if I'd feel good about that, knowing that tyrants are trying to kill innocent men, women, children in different spots on the globe. I wouldn't be comfortable with that. Because where does it end? Where do these maniacs stop? When do they stop? How do they stop? Very, very fucked up scenario. So again, Easy, Darla, Bruce, O'Neill, Benny, Pooh Bear, NFK, Team Jew. The U.S. has given many arms to the Taliban. That's true, but it was at a different time when they were fighting the Russians. Kenny says, more war? Good. Team America World Police. The Azerbaijanis are trying to kill more Armenians. Yeah, that's been fucking horrible as well. Corey says, we either have two options. We start only focusing on the U.S., basically become isolated from the world politics and just fortify ourselves, or go completely scorched earth on these people. Well, I mean, that's kind of starting to look the way. I agree with you. That's kind of how it looks. Those are the options. It seems like we're willing to put everything except American military lives at stake. That's next. That's what's coming. And it's a damn good thing Joe Biden is leading us into it. Talk about a leader. Aram says, no, he's referring to when the U.S. evacuated recently. We left a bunch of weapons and the Taliban is as strong as ever. Oh, I see. Well, it doesn't surprise me. Oh, my God. Ladies and gentlemen, we need a palate cleanser. I have for you a clip of Miley Cyrus and her vocal fry as compared to a French bulldog. Audio check, video check. Here we go.
The journey is usually the part that you remember anyways. The journey is usually the part that you remember anyways.
Okay, one more time, I swear. Look at the freeze frame of that Frenchie. These dogs are the best. Jesus.
The journey is usually the part that you remember anyways.
Oh my God.
The journey is usually the part that you remember anyways.
Stop. Oh, God, that's fantastic. Hurricane Ashley says, all that ecstasy burned her throat. Tyler says, that video is never not funny to me. I forgot who sent it. Thank you. Cole says she sounds better than Kelly Cheese. Oh, my God, yes. Corey says sounds like she smokes 4 packs a day. Yeah, there's nothing worse than a man voice. God damn. Her talking voice is pretty rough. Ashley says thank you for the subject change. Tyler says, can you imagine if she also had crispy R's on top of that raspy hag voice? R's, Christmas, incredible. Crunch, cringe. By the way, we figured out that it's going to be a Big Fraud Thursday with Who Are These Free Beers and then the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. That starts on at about in the 6 o'clock hour on Thursday. Depends on how quickly Ben can get home and settled from work. But in the breakdown on the show of the color gray, and that did happen. They opened up a show last week, and to start it, they were talking about different shades of gray. And the word gray is set up perfectly for a crispy R because, well, there's an R in there, and it has a tendency, if said by the right person, to sound quite crispy. So when you hear it, it's going to come out as gray. Different shades of gray. Look at that gray shirt. That is what a crispy R is. Incredible becomes incredible. Crispy. For the longest time, I heard the crispy R's, but I didn't know that there was a term for them. And then when I was finally introduced to it, to the actual term crispy R's, I was like, well, yes, that's a million times correct.
Cars. Christmas, incredible. New York, come to Oregon, come here. Temperature, algorithms, incredible. For crust, cripple.
Ugh. When the crispy R's happen with that much ease, there's no unringing that bell. Hurricane Ashley says, until I told you the term, because I help you do everything better. Yes, you did introduce the term crispy R's to me because it was seen on a TikTok. Kenny says crispy R's and me-marted face. She's got Down's face. Chris says they were making fun of the War of the Roses radio bit this morning. Oh, the irony. Oh, you're right. That's rich, considering that all they do is read directly from Reddit and say that they have audience members that are emailing them when they're not. God damn, they suck.
Cars. Christmas, incredible. New York, come to Oregon, come here. Temperature, algorithms, incredible. For crust, cripple.
I don't know why I can't hear that. I could the first time.
That's so expensive. Yes. And I looked it up. I was like, free beer. Remember what, though? Jesus. Haven't seen it. It was a little obnoxious. That's so expensive.
Well, either way. There you go. I'm fairly confident I just lost my headphones. And I don't know how. What the fuck? Ashley says, has she ever said she knows you play those? No. She would never do that. I can't figure out any good of her announcing to the world that she knows that I play those. Brandis says, shut the fuck up. Oh, my God. Linda says, I can't with Kelly. All right. We're going in a million directions today. That's okay, though. I want to thank you if you've been enjoying the show on Facebook, X, and YouTube. you want the rest of this show, you have to go to Twitch, twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live on your desktop, or download the Twitch app and search Eric Zane Live. I appreciate it if you would sign up, whether you use the site or not. Check it out on Twitch. I appreciate it if you follow. Once you do, it'll let you know whenever I go live. And then good to go. Download the Twitch app today. If you ever want to reach out to me, send me an email. Eric@ericzaneshow.com on the Shoreliners Striping inbox. Shoreliner Striping, that's what they do. Put stripes down. Parking lots, athletic fields, you name it. If you need something striped or painted on the ground, Shoreliner Striping can do it. ShorelinerStriping.com. In addition, you can download the audio podcast wherever you download shows. Just search Eric Zane Show Podcast. All right. Thank you so much for enjoying this first part of the show. Facebook, X, and YouTube leaving now.